What up? This is Finance, Fitness, and Folk channel. We discuss finance, a little bit of fitness, talk about some folk. So in today's episode, I'm going to discuss why you should never borrow money from a woman. So admin notes. Thanks again to all the subscribe to the channel. I'm able to keep putting these videos out. Give you leverage to better yourselves. So I'm in DC, took my little walk here. I'm actually near the Washington Monument. It's kind of windy out here. It's about 50 degrees, but of course I still was gonna come out here and get it right. But I gotta sit down and discuss this particular topic because I saw this meme on my friend's Facebook page. She's a high school friend of mine. Saw it yesterday, and when I saw it and read it, I'm like, man, I gotta talk about this. I couldn't wait to talk about this, right? So let's get into it. So why do I say that that you should never borrow money from a woman? So this is not to discredit women. This is not to talk bad about women, right? This is something that I have noticed through my own personal experience and from I would say statistical data too. I can't provide it, right? But I mean, it's just common sense when it comes to what I'm about to discuss. So the meme showed a picture of Gayle King. Now, if anybody doesn't know who Gayle King is, she's a journalist slash newscaster, and for all intended purposes, she is the best friend of Oprah Winfrey. So she has a little bit of change in her pocket, right? You know, she makes a lot of money, right? Actually, if nobody has ever seen her, she's the woman that interviewed R. Kelly after that Survivor R. Kelly documentary came out. She's the woman that interviewed R. Kelly afterwards, and of course all these memes and gifts have been created since that particular interview, right? But anyways, the meme goes like this. So the meme says that she was dating this guy for about 2 months, and after 2 months, the guy asked her to borrow $4,000. Now the $4,000 that he asked for to borrow was for child support. Now, we're not sure exactly how or the reason why he did that. Maybe he was in the arrears. Maybe, you know, for some reason he lost his job. You know, who knows? We don't understand. We don't know why he asked her for $4,000. But Miss Gayle gave it to him, and she gave him a time frame, and he actually paid the money back before the time frame. So he paid it on time, actually before time, right? But the meme ends where she says that after that situation, she could not look at him the same way, and I'm assuming eventually they wound up, you know, breaking up, right? Or not maybe breaking up, but she was dating him, right? So I'm not sure they claim themselves to be boyfriend and girlfriend, but eventually she stopped seeing him, right? Because of the situation. So it goes back to what I was saying before in a video a couple months ago, where I said that going 50-50 with your woman or your wife does not work. Now, I do understand that there are some, you know, exceptions to the rule. So if you are a couple or you are a person that's with somebody right now and 50-50 works for you, then kudos to you, right? You know what I'm saying? I hope and pray that it keeps going that way, because everybody's dynamic is different. And I hope and pray that you don't have a financial situation or a health situation where one of you guys cannot work anymore and the other person has to take up the slack, right? So, like I said, but kudos to you as far as you doing that, right? I have no dog in the fight when it comes to that. If it works for you, it works for you. But my thing is that a lot of times it does not work. A lot of times it doesn't work. So, I mean, think about that scenario. The scenario was that this guy that she dated for only 2 months asked her for money. And $4,000 may not be a lot of money to her, but I mean, $4,000 is not $4. It's not $40. It's not $400, right? It's $4,000 after only dating somebody for 2 months. And I'm assuming she trusted him enough to pay the money back, but she looked at him differently. So in that scenario, I can only assume how she looked at him. She looked at him in a sense where she didn't feel that she could trust him to take care of her financially in the future, right? Now, who knows? If they were married, then that's a little bit different. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's been a couple of times where me and my wife have gotten into a financial scenario or situation. Case in point, what I always talk about during the recession back in 2008. And she was working, and we had to use that money to pay bills, right? I was there, so it's not like I'm a person that was financially literate my whole life. I wasn't like that, right? But over time, and as I progressed financially and understood how money works, and also, thinking about how I should take care of my family, I cannot trust my wife to take care of me financially. And I cannot trust her to split bills with me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying I can't trust my wife as far as her being able to do those things, because I know she can. She's a very intelligent woman, right? But there's no way I can feel right as a man, as a husband, to put the burden 50% on her. It doesn't work like that. You know what I'm saying? And Miss Gail said, I'm assuming she's saying in her mind, whatever, that after giving this guy this money, even though he paid me back, what happens if another situation comes up? Is he going to ask me for money again, right? In my opinion, women are not built to do things like that. You know what I'm saying? They're built to move in. They're built to be able to, find a guy that's going to take care of them monetarily. You know what I'm saying? A woman wants to have security. They want to have, they want to be in a situation where they're financially secure, emotionally, and also physically, right? And I'm going to tell you, you know what I'm saying? And women can chime on if they want to. I believe personally that women get terrified when they're with a man that they realize after a certain period of time cannot take care of them financially. You know what I'm saying? It's stressful, right? So that scenario really made me hark back to what I said in that video a couple months ago when I said 50-50 doesn't work, right? Like I said, 50-50 works for you, then that's fine. But I would implore anybody that's watching this video that's a man, that if you're going 50-50 with your woman, you need to put yourself in a situation where you're not doing that anymore, and get yourself in a position to where you don't have to do that. You don't have to. You come by, sir. You good? Yeah, you're good. I'm not video this way, video on that way. See, this way, yeah. Yeah. All right. Yeah. It's okay. Yeah. So, 50-50 doesn't work, y'all. 50-50 does not work. So here's my thing. If you want to go 50-50 with your spouse, or with your wife, with your woman, then you have to really take into account what would happen if your woman lost her job, if your woman lost her financial stability in her particular position. What would you do? Do you have savings to cover those things? And that scenario with Gayle King really made me think about that. You know what I'm saying? So you need to, as a man, you need to put yourself in a position to where you put yourself in a position where you're being the best version of yourself when it comes to being financially stable. So once again, do not borrow money from a woman, because I don't think women are built to be able to last when it comes to that, when it comes to relationships. I just don't. That's my personal opinion. Y'all chime in and give me your thoughts on what that is, right? Like, comment, and subscribe. I definitely keep putting these videos out. Give you leverage. You better yourselves. Final Fantasy 4. Triple F. I'm gone.